Hey there! Welcome back to Cosmetically Curious, where I investigate what's in your beauty products. Now, if you didn't know already, my name is Lainey and I'm an independent cosmetic chemist. Today's topic has been highly requested by viewers. They all wanted me to do an in-depth video on parabens. I'll be taking a focus on butylparaben as well, though since parabens in general are quite similar in structure and properties, it'll be a more general video on the topic. I wasn't really that surprised to see how many requests I got for this video, considering how well known and controversial parabens are. I just requested people to send me questions on butylparaben and parabens on Twitter using the hashtag AskLainey. The first question is from Sarah. She asks, what are parabens? I see them everywhere in my cosmetic products. Parabens are preservatives used to prevent fungal and bacterial growth in cosmetics, personal care products, and also pharmaceuticals and food. It's usually though used primarily in the cosmetic industry. Next, we have Sherry asking, what's the difference between butylparaben and other parabens? They sound really similar. Now, I kind of mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but basically parabens are very similar in structure, as the only thing that really varies between them is the length of the carbon chain. The next question is from Sarah. She asked, how do you make a paraben? Parabens are made through an esterification reaction, and what that means is that an alcohol reacts with a carboxylic acid, usually with the catalyst to speed up the reaction, to make water and an ester. In this case, 1-butanol reacts with 4-hydroxybenzoic acid to make paraben and water. And in this case, it's the catalyst sulfuric acid that's usually used. This question is for Sam, and she asked, do they cause reductions in sperm counts? No, it's not true that parabens cause sperm count to reduce. After a study was published that found that consuming 1% of butylparaben in mice caused a significant reduction in sperm count, and 0.1% of butylparaben in the diet somehow affected sperm count. Firstly, it's kind of like comparing apples and oranges. I mean, while mice and humans are similar, they're not the same, so it would be rather premature to jump to conclusions. Let's say that humans were consuming 0.1% of butylparaben. That would be equivalent to 775 milligrams of butylparaben, which is a lot. That would be equal to applying hundreds of applications of cream all over your body. So as you can see, it's really unrealistic that we could ever reduce sperm count just by applying your face cream. The next question comes from Sasha. She asked, do parabens accumulate over time? No, parabens don't accumulate over time. After a study was published, they suggested that as repeated applications of parabens was applied to the skin, they would eventually accumulate onto the skin and enter into body tissues. Now, the study also said that after 36 hours, the parabens didn't really pose a cumulative effect, which is suggested that parabens don't accumulate, don't even stay on the skin after a day and a half. And even if parabens did enter the body, they would really pose negligible risk, because when they enter it, they're broken down, metabolized, and excreted harmlessly by the body. If parabens weren't cleared out every 36 hours, Play-Doh blueberries would be enough to kill you, since they actually contain more parabens than cosmetics. Parabens are safe and don't accumulate in the body. The next question comes from Samantha, and she asked, do parabens cause estrogenic activity? Yes, that is true, but wait. The amount of activity that is produced by them is so small that it's basically negligible. For example, butylparaben, which is the strongest, it's 10,000 to 100 times weaker than naturally occurring estrogen in the body. So really, it's not anything to be afraid of. The next question is from Sally, and she asked, do parabens cause breast cancer? This is by far the most annoying misconception I've heard, because this one's the one that's become the most mainstream. No, it's not true that parabens cause breast cancer. And this idea came about from a study that was published in 2004 that said, oh, we found parabens in breast cancer tissues. The public to believe, oh my god, parabens are why we have breast cancer. Correlation doesn't mean causation. It reminds me of the whole, oh my god, autism is increasing because vaccinations are increasing. No direct proof or any studies that have ever found that parabens are why we have breast cancer. Just a big waste of time to consider. Study author even clarified later that they never said that. It's a misunderstanding. Because of that lack of correlation between parabens and breast cancer, in 2005, the FDA declared that parabens are safe below 25%. Putting that in perspective, 25% is a lot for just being pure parabens. Usually only 0.1 to 0.3% is used in a skincare product. There really is no reason for this fear of parabens from cause breast cancer tissue. The next question comes from Megan. She asks, why use parabens? Can't you guys use natural preservatives? They're just like the best preservatives overall that are available. They have some very extensive safety testing and studies have been conducted extensively on that, partially because of how there have been so many misconceptions about them that there's been the need to clarify if they're safe or not. They're really awesome preservatives because they're inexpensive for one, they're really stable, they have a really low flammability and a really low toxicity. Very few people ever react from parabens, which can't be said for some other ones that are used in cosmetics. They also don't produce hazardous decomposition products unlike other preservatives, and also don't produce any hazardous byproducts since it only produces water. They're much more effective than natural preservatives. I also want to point out to people that natural isn't necessarily better. So, like, you know, just look at poison ivy. It's natural, but you wouldn't want to rub yourself in it, right? And I don't think there's really need to be scared of things that they sound kind of chemically or complex. Like, you know, there's no need to really be afraid of the hydrogen monoxide, right? For Steve Jobs, you know, the CEO of one of the biggest companies in the world, well, he had pancreatic cancer, and instead of just getting surgery and chemotherapy, he decided to try alternate forms of medication, such as drinking fruit juices and having acupuncture done, and trying some other things that he found off the internet, because apparently everything from the internet is true. And you know where he is now? Down there. If you enjoyed this Q&A, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And I'm an independent artist. Yeah, but I can't talk. Bye bye bye. They don't. Hey everybody. Hi. So seriously? Hey sis. Hi. You're sit up straight. Not that, okay. I need to stop moving my head around like this, you know? Move across the skin barrier. Well, that's nice. Do parabens cause breast cancer? It actually rung. Oh my god. The phone rung. Why does this always happen to me?